Hello everybody, welcome back to this video. In this video, I'm going to be covering potential DLC for Sonic X Generations, alongside DLC that I'd want to have, but I know for a fact we're never going to get. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and let's just get into it. I'm going to split both games up into two categories. We have a realistic stage and an unrealistic stage. I think both of them just says what they are. Starting with my more realistic picks, I wanted to have like a sort of era for games that came out after Generations, since they didn't get a chance to get represented in the original, might as well do it now. So the first stage that I picked was from Sonic Lost World, a game I never played. For good reason too, it looks pretty boring. I have the 3DS version. Personal tangent aside, the stage I picked was Frozen Factory. It is an ice level, meaning we could bring back countless gimmicks, like the snowboard, which has been a classic, and the bobsled, which was only an Unleashed to my knowledge. Or we could try something new, like skiing, or we can copy Shadow by ice skating. And also the mechanical bits can lead to some interesting gimmicks. But that was my first pick, and yeah. Next up, we have Motor Canyon from Sonic Forces. It's the most unique stage from that game, and aside from Sunset Heights, the star stage of that game, so it's perfect for this. It's also a cool lava level, and it's an interesting level because it's a downward slope the entire time. So for the modern act, as long as they don't just have it where if you press the jump button, half of the stage is done, then we could have a really cool stage on our hands. Something like what they did with Sunset Heights and Shadow Generations. So that's my second pick. My final pick is going to be Ares Island from Sonic Frontiers. Now, I feel like I could have done Kronos Island, but it's a little too similar to Chaos Island and Shadow Generations, and we don't want too much stage overlap. So that's reason number one. Reason number two is the boss fight could be really cool. If they were going to do a boss fight, they probably won't. But it'd be cool if we could have Wyvern. So yeah, that's why I chose Ares Island, and also we don't have a desert level, so that works out. I think it would be pretty cool. They could bring back the Sandhill snowboarding minigame if they really burn out of ideas. But yeah, I think they could do some cool stuff with Ares Island, and that was my Sonic Frontiers pick. Now on to the fanboy picks. My first fanboy pick is going to be Stardust Speedway from Sonic CD. I think it could be a really cool throwback for classic Sonic. And for modern Sonic, it'd be interesting how they put this out as a boost level, and also could use some gimmick from Musical Plant. But yeah, that is why I chose Stardust Speedway. It's also just a pretty cool stage. And Metal Sonic. So they already have some assets for it, so yeah. That's my first one. My second pick is going to be Final Rush from Sonic Adventure 2. I think it'd be pretty cool. And same with Stardust Speedway, they already have some of the assets for it, so it wouldn't be too hard of a stage. And I'm also intrigued on how they do that with Classic Sonic. And yeah, although this one makes a little less sense because we already have 3 SI2 stages in the game, but surely they can fit another one in there, right? Right. My final pick is gonna be Frog Forest from Sonic Heroes. I just like Sonic Heroes, and Frog Forest would be a pretty cool stage to put in there. I was debating Metal City from Sonic Riders, but that'll come into play a little bit later. Frog Forest is also an interesting level, so we don't really go to swamps that much. We could also have the other jungle stage I forgot the name of, with the alligator chase. It's pretty much whatever one you think is cooler, but both of them are pretty cool and fun. So those are my Sonic Generations picks. On to Shadow Generations. Now we're in Shadow Generation. The first stage I'm gonna go for with realistic picks is Asteroid Coaster from Sonic Colors, specifically the DS version. Because, fun fact, Shadow appeared in that game, so it makes a lot of sense for him to be there. And even if he didn't appear in the game, Chaos Island kind of debunks the entire theory. I think it'd be a really cool color stage. And heck, they don't have to bring back the Wisp because we already have some of the Doom powers. Preferably focus on Doom Morph. And yeah, do it properly this time because while Chaos Island I do like it a lot, the Doom Morph sections are not my favorite part of the stage. So yeah, that's why I chose Asteroid Coaster. I wanted to do Sonic Unleashed stage and I chose Dragon Road. The reason for that is simple. It's the most unique one. We already have Radical Highway, so there's no need for other city levels. Eggman Land could work, though it reminds me a little bit too much of damn Radical Highway. So Dragon Road it is. Yep, it, it'd be a pretty cool stage. And the gimmick that I thought of, this one is by SF Productions. The gimmick idea was the day stage would the Act 1 would be a day stage reference, which would focus primarily on the boost, and Act 2 would be 2D and would focus primarily on the Doom launcher, I forgot what it's called, the Doom Blast. It focused mainly on that one. Like a nice little homage to Unleashed, so that's why I chose that one. Speaking of Sonic Unleashed, the next stage I had was Cool Edge. I think it's a pretty cool stage, and again, this game doesn't have an ice stage at all, so this would be a pretty cool one. Yep, we could bring back gimmicks, and heck, Shadow could even go surfing now. Well, not surfing, you know what I mean, snowboarding. And he already has he already has his skates, so we don't need ice skates, but yep, that's why I chose Cool Edge, and my unrealistic stage picks are gonna be a doozy. I'm gonna say them really quickly. We have Metal City, which is a Sonic Riders level, which is gonna focus on the Doom Surf. That's pretty cool. We have Coliseum Road. I just thought that'd be a cool one from Sonic Rivals. And then for Sonic Rush stage, the first one I forgot the name. This game doesn't have like its Green Hill parallel, so I thought it'd be cool if Shadow had one. And heck, maybe we could use the trick system for that one. Those are the stages I thought of. Those are all of them. I'll see you in the next one, and farewell.